better check out all of our hot items. Speaking of hot items,
look who just
Carrie
walked in.
Miletto's here.
Carrie Miletto, little hot item, just walked on the set. All right, so Carrie is here. Have you tried this stuff yet?
This is my favorite, and I'm a huge Ferris nut fan. I convert when I came here. Yeah.
Oh
this is the best.
Yeah.
Best combination ever. I was telling everybody about it. We got to launch it actually, and I was over the moon because you've never ever had crust, like just sweet encrusted walnuts and cinnamon apples. Oh my gosh.
It's the best combos. And when you, as I said to you backstage, I'm like, you take a bite of this and you feel like, okay, it's fall. I can taste fall in this. Let me quickly take, because I know Carrie has a lot to say and not a lot of time to do it, but we've got a couple of options for you. You can get a jar of the pumpkin spice and a jar of the cinnamon apple. That's the duo. Or you can get 2 of the pumpkin spice and 2 of the cinnamon apple. Those you can get separately. Both are available on auto ship as well.
Correct.
Here's what I would get. I'd get 1 of each to try it in the beginning. You know what I did? I bought it. You know, after the show, I went right up to my office and I bought it.
Oh.
And I bought 2 duos. I guess I could have bought 2 of each, which is basically what I got.
Same price.
But because it's the same thing. I got a 2-pack of each one of these. We've already gone, we've had it in our house for 2.5 weeks. I've got 1 jar left.
Yeah.
Danny eats the stuff.
So good.
Like candy, which is better because it's better for him.
Exactly.
Yes.
Well, this is the more nutritious way to get your pumpkin spice flavors, to get your cinnamon apple flavors. You know, at this time of year, you're thinking about apple cider. We're thinking about pumpkin pie. This is what this is going to give you without all those extra calories. So I think that's what's really important here. So let's talk about the 2 different mixes. So this is my apple spice mix, or I'm sorry, my apple cinnamon mix. I just merged them together.
That's right.
Okay, that's okay. So good morning. But what we're gonna have in this mix is our dried cranberries, which you know our cranberries. They are absolutely juicy and delicious. We're giving you what we call our cinnamon spiced peanuts. What does that mean? So that means that we actually take a peanut, we put cinnamon, nutmeg, and ginger all over it. We coat it in that. So it gives us this amazing flavor. Then we're giving you cinnamon apple diced pieces. And you know that with our dried fruit, it is always super juicy. So same thing here. You can squeeze these. They are so juicy that when you squeeze them in your finger, that's what's going to happen. Diced apples, then pecans, and then our almonds from California. So this is going to give you cinnamon apple or apple cinnamon.
Yummy.
Okay. So now I'm going to move to the next one, which is your pumpkin spice.
This is my favorite.
Yeah.
So let's start with the normal things, right? So we have our almonds, we have our cashews from India and Brazil, we have our cranberries. Now here's where it gets a little different. We're putting our pumpkin seeds in there, which of course this is pumpkin spice. Then we're putting our pumpkin spice pecans. So we took our pecans and we put 5 spices in there: ginger, nutmeg, cinnamon, cloves, and allspice. This, when you bite into it, creates a crunch and a flavor that is unbelievable. And because we've done it this way, you know what I'm talking about when I say this. At this time of year, there's a lot of pumpkin spice out there.
Right.
But a lot of it is very artificial tasting. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
So like you taste it and you go, ooh.
Some coffees out there are awful, There's really good pumpkin spice.
Too much nutmeg.
Right. And you just go, you have that aftertaste. Not with this. This is real spices that we have used. And then to finish this off, you guys, apricots. So this is our dried apricots.
Kind of unexpected in there, but it works. It balances out the sweet and the walnut.
And watch what happens in my hand. I could take just 2 fingers and roll right into that, and look what it's all over my hands. Our dried fruit at Ferris is unlike any dried fruit you've ever had and you will ever have. We do not take the juice out and send it to concentrate. We keep it inside. So whether it's the cranberries or the dried apples or the apricot, that's gonna melt in your mouth. It's gonna have that effect as opposed to being hard and crunchy. And then you're gonna get the crunch from the nuts. That's where we wanna give you the crunch.
Protein and the fiber, so it's filling. It's a filling treat, but it feels like you just ate a pumpkin pie.
Yeah, when you put all, like, I like to take a handful of it, and I even sometimes I'll like really intentionally like pick one of each thing. I love to do that, and I find it does 2 things. One, it makes me eat it slower, which I have to, because otherwise I just take the actual container and shake it into my face. But But the other thing is, I love there was a lot of thought that went into the combination of flavors.
It is.
And I agree with Shannon. It's like, you feel like you're eating a holiday pie, that has more than one ingredient. Like, when you eat strawberry rhubarb pie and it has the crust and all these different things going on, and you get it, and then the whipped cream, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's like a big milkshake going on in your mouth.
You're going through those layers, and that's what we wanted to create was layers. So these are all handcrafted. I want you to understand, we did this special for this time of year. We've only made so many, so we can only make so many because we're still making cherry berry. We're still doing our coffee at Ferris. Because we have all those things going on, we can only do so many of these. So once they are gone, they are gone. This is specifically for this. So small batches, whenever we do our pies, he's throwing nuts around here. We got our spiced pecans and our peanuts, those spiced peanuts. We do those in small batches. So that's what makes them so amazing. And I want to show you like a store-bought dried fruit, as I was just talking about our dried fruit versus Ferris. Here's a store-bought. I'm gonna, actually, you can see how hard I am squishing it with my hands because you can see my finger. Look what happens when I barely squeeze ours. Wow. This is the difference that I'm wanting you to see and understand, that it's not like what you've been used to out in the stores.
Yeah, it's not 4 years old. It's not sitting there like jerky in some container that's there for years.
We are making this upon your order.
Same with the apples. The apples are not hard, they're soft.
It's not fruit jerky.
No, thank you. That's exactly right.
They're also big containers too. You're getting two 1 pound, 1 pound containers for $29.95. This is a combination you can't get anywhere else. The nuts from Ferris are different. They're better. They're bigger and more filling and fresher than anything you can find anywhere else. $9.98. We'll ship them to you for free. Today, you're saving $10. It's not $20 per jar. It's $15, which is a great deal. And we're shipping them to you for free, which is great, for 2 pounds of very fresh fruits and nuts.
I want you to think about this time of year where you'll start to see nut mixes out in the marketplace a little bit more frequently, and starting with harvest and moving into the holiday season. They are always ridiculously expensive, but I want you to think about something. If you were to go out, and you can do a close shot of these, we love doing a clear container because we want to show you how amazing these are. Please know that we roast and salt these, but please notice that you don't see a whole bunch of salt at the bottom of the containers.
Or crumbs or beat up pieces, right?
These are full pieces. This is a beautiful mix. You're going to feel good putting this out for your guests. But what's
and
more
it doesn't matter which jars you grab, by the way, guys. You can't stage that. It's like you shake it up. You think all the stuff would settle to the bottom.
Nope.
That's because it's when they fill these, they're not scooping the stuff up off the ground. They off the bottom of a container. They take all the best pieces, which is what you guys are known for. And it's funny because normally when you look at mixes like this, you don't think about, oh, my kids aren't going to eat them. Let me tell you something. My son is 16, who will still eat like the most ridiculous, sugary, nasty cereal on the planet and stuff like that, because he's still a kid. But when he saw these, he was like, and I asked him, I said, which is your favorite? He's like, oh, dude, it's hard to tell. He goes, I think I like that spice one. He likes, everybody likes the big, what do you call it? The big pecans.
If you can't make up your mind, you can get two pumpkin spice.
Get one of each.
You can get two, or you can just do 2 of the apple cinnamon. But if you can't make up your mind, do the duo. And then you can try one of each.
So three choices, 2 of one kind, 2 of another kind, 1 of each. That's all you need to remember. And when you order, that's exactly what I ordered right there. I got 2 of each because I said, when I took a taste of it when you were first out here, I'm like, oh my God, remember what I said? I'm like, that is ridiculous. It tastes so holiday.
I want you to understand, this is our gourmet line. So if you've been a fan of cherry berry for a long time, this is taking it to a whole nother level. This is meant for this time of year for you to feel good about putting this into your baking, about putting this out for your guests, about gifting this to someone. It's an elevated mix. That's what we're doing only this time of year, so it's extremely special. Please use this in your cookies. We actually took, this is just a regular oatmeal cookie mix from the store. You don't even have to do anything fancy, but what we did do is we threw in our pumpkin spice, so just a handful goes a long way. You can throw this into parfaits or yogurts. Just sprinkle a little bit on top. And again, a little bit goes a long way. We've used these in muffins. We've used these in baby pies. Over here we have like a small little pie that we just
pie maker.
Maybe you have a cheesecake. You can get a regular cheesecake and just top it with some of the apple cinnamon, or if you prefer the pumpkin spice. This takes your desserts at this time of year to a whole new level. So if you're thinking about entertaining and you really want to show off, this is the way to do it.
You need to remember one quick thing, and I'll just say, if you be prepared, if you have people over and you put this, in a bowl and you put it on a table, it'll be gone in probably 6 or 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Everybody will dig. I'm telling you, that's, I can't, I have to hide it. I bought 2 because I know Danny would eat it like every day after school, which he did. So he went through 2 jars in a week, easily.
But at least it's the more nutritious choice if he's going to snack.
That's right.
I think he ate the crappy cereal too, but that's okay. I'm like, at least I'm getting some nuts in there.
True. But what I was going to say is this is just for this season. So even though it says auto ship and you think, well, I'm going to be able to get this all year round, that auto ship is only good through the end of December. So that means you can get it as often as you want between now and the end of December. So you can put this on auto ship, but we have a handful, literally a handful left on single ship. And once these are gone, they're gone. They only made them. It's the first time that we've ever had them the first season and just for this season. So when these are gone, they're gone. Don't miss out. If you love Ferris nuts, you know you're ready for something new, a really fun combination. And every handful, I don't even have to choose, like I don't have to pick through any of the other, like, you know, nut and fruit combinations. I'm always like picking through, like, oh, I don't like those, I don't like those. You love every single thing in this combination.
And if you can only get one, get the pumpkin spice. That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
Oh, he's a pumpkin spice.
I'm just telling you, if you can only afford, well, you know, actually, no, you get a 2-pack, so get one of each. That's what I would do.
If you do the duo, you can try them, see which ones you like, and you know, go from there. But I'll tell you, if you're thinking about a really elevated, beautiful gift to give someone, there is nowhere else but here that you can find these mixes.
Yummy.
Incredible.
Good job.
Thanks, Carrie.